Welcome back to the Scout Hut, guys. Really happy to be able to show you our progress. We've had so much action going on here over the past few weeks, despite the crisis. Here it is.
Some days I hold my breath, some days it's all in stereo.
It is so good to see the whole building looking so lovely and finished, with the roof on and the cladding looking so wonderful. As we enter the building, just noticed all the details of how this interior has been made to feel really welcoming. And whilst the hall is not quite finished yet with the plaster, we can't wait for it to be.
Some days I see the shore, sometimes I don't know where to go. Hear them knocking at my door, tonight you know it's not too late.
The nice thing about Wiki House is something you can engage people you don't need skills to do, so we could work in that way. Because if you've gone for traditional construction, that wouldn't have been possible. And it might have ended up costing the same, but we would have ended up with a bog standard building. Nothing special about it. Whereas now, people do feel that they own it because they know, well, I helped build those structural bits, and I built that bit, and look, my footprint's on that bit of wood there, and so there's a real sense of ownership of it, which you wouldn't have got if it had been design and build and someone had prefabricated all the panels off site and knocked them all together.
Some days I hold my breath, some days it's all in stereo. Where the water meets the land, tell me there's a master plan, I know. You can try me on. You can try me on. You can stop and stare and see the ways and never really understand emotion.
I think we underestimated how complex it's going to be, and I think partly that was the changes to the way the contracts worked as a result of budgetary requirements. We realised that when we realised that we couldn't afford to have three main contracts at the three main phases of the building process, and we needed to project manage the last stage ourselves. I think that's the point at which timescales started to stretch out and it became more complex, because we had to make a lot more of the day-to-day decisions ourselves, sort out contractors, buy materials, worry about the budget, and all those things are really what has taken up the time. And if you'd had a single contractor managing that third phase of fit out, I'm sure it would have been done by now. But equally, it would have cost us £50,000, £60,000 more, so really it wasn't affordable. And I think the advantage of this approach we've taken in the end is that we had involved parents, other members of the committee, kids, families, neighbours, all sorts of people involved in this stage of the process, which they wouldn't have been otherwise. And I think now that the group and the neighbourhood has a real sense of ownership of the project and are very keen on to see how it's getting on and want to know what's happening and come along to help for bits and pieces. So I think, although there have been disadvantages in terms of timescales, I think the advantage is that it has become very much a community project.